fans, to this week's edition of the Gridiron Show with head coach Josh Littrell. Coach, obviously this is going to be a little bit more fun week because we get to talk about a victory and be in first place in the conference, albeit just one week in. First off, thanks for joining us again. And let's talk about Saturday's win against Dakota State. How big was that game for this program this season to keep moving forward in a positive light?
Yeah, it was big. I don't know if I could handle losing anymore. So it was, and our kids couldn't either. So it was nice. It was kind of a backs against the wall game, and but the great thing about it was that was the conference opener, and so we were able to start conference 1-0 against a team that actually beat us by 40 a year ago. So I think that was a big confidence booster to our team and our coaches, and understanding no bigger time then of staying the course and how important it was, understanding the process moving forward. So real happy with the outcome of last week.
People heard you say, this preseason we're playing tough foes so that we're ready for conference, and then it showed on Saturday. What was, do you feel, the biggest benefit of the preseason schedule that showed up in Saturday's win?
Well, just getting hit in the face for 3 weeks, right off the bat, and then being able to really go in last week before the week of practice and challenging our team, and I'm gonna be honest with you, the offensively we've been moving the ball, all year, but defensively we struggled a little bit in certain areas, and so I went in and I challenged the players, I think they responded, at least in the first half, really well. Now we got to learn how to play 4 quarters of football, as a whole team, not just defense, offensively, special teams. So, but I think they gave them a lot of confidence last weekend.
Obviously, you mentioned playing the 4 quarters and 30-0 lead. It gets a little bit close, still 2-touchdown game. How nice is it that you get to learn the aspect of how to win while winning?
Yeah, you can make a lot of. It's fun to fix mistakes when you win. The kids are more receptive to you, and understanding, oh wait, coach knows what he's talking about, or we did it right the whole first half, but we decided to do our own thing the second half, and therefore it didn't work out too well. So hopefully the kids learn from that, from the mistakes, and moving forward into this week against Mayville, we don't make the same mistakes, and then we play more, we play a sharper football game on all 3 phases of the game.
You guys put Bo Evans, the freshman, in as the starting tailback, and he just absolutely blew up the field. 179 yards rushing. I think he was up around 260 all-purpose yards, a touchdown. If it wasn't for Bo Hilton Joseph's numbers, Bo Evans would have been star of the game. How exciting is it to see a freshman who's had a couple games, but then to take over the reins and just absolutely go wild like that?
We knew Bo was a good football player, and we knew that when we recruited him out of high school. Sometimes, you just got to be ready when your number gets called, and I think he was a great example of, staying the course through the first, 3 games when he was only getting 5 to 8 carries a game, and then all of a sudden, we did a little extra running this week, to get him more in shape, because, carrying the ball that many times and catching the ball, I think he touched the ball 32 times, I think we had 80 snaps, so he's touching the ball 32 times, that's it takes it out of you. But I was super happy. All of our running backs played well, but, Bo did a good job. He did what we knew he could do, and we don't ask him to do too much. Stay within the realm of the scheme and give your best effort, and he's gifted enough athletically, he's going to make certain plays on his own.
Talk about this coming week, Mayville State. A long trip out there. It's going to be an overnight trip, and it's another tough foe. What do you guys have to do right to continue the momentum that you built last Saturday?
Well, we've got to come out and establish the line of scrimmage. We ran the ball for 310 yards a week ago, and so I felt our offensive line, that was one of the better games they played. The quarterback felt like he had more time to throw the football, so therefore we were able to throw for 265, 270 yards, and so anytime you're running for 310 and throwing for 260, 270, you're going to have a good day, I would imagine. And, but I think that, we're ready to go this week. It's a long trip up there. We stay in Fargo, North Dakota, which, to me is unbelievable being from the Midwest, or even living in the South for 10 years. Fargo, North Dakota, that's it's like Alaska, so, or Canada, and so I guess it's pretty close. So. But we're going to go up there, stay the night, and we travel another hour north to Mayville, on Saturday, and but we'll be well rested. We've had a great week of preparation, but in order to keep our momentum going, we got to come out and we got to establish the line of scrimmage right away on both sides of the football. We got to play from snap to whistle, and for 4 quarters this week.
The defense had a great week, especially pressure-wise. 6 sacks, and it was not blitzing. It was not throwing extra guys at them. It was getting after it with the D-line. James Bell with 3 of those. How important is it that that defensive line be able to make an impact in the game to set the tone on that side?
Yeah, when you're from an offensive coach's standpoint, when your quarterback can't get in the rhythm because he's always moving around or worried about where he's going to get hit from, that's hard, and then it makes it hard on a play caller, calling plays. So, that was one of the groups that I feel that we were underachieving on in the first 3 weeks that they came out and they played. And, we got not only James Bell, but, Deshaun Quinn, Devin Quinn, Dakota Jonkey, Stephon Lee, a couple other guys in there that I'm probably missing, but Keon Hodges, those guys need to wreak havoc. I mean, they're good football players, and I expect them to get to the quarterback every snap.
Talk about the importance of this week in terms of the whole picture in the conference. You guys have a win. How important is it to go on the road and now get that first win and set that tone?
Yeah, that'd be nice because, we weren't very good on the road a year ago, and so to go out on the road and take a long trip up there, we need to come back with a W, and it makes the ride home a lot better, and so we need to make sure, we got a chance to go 2-0 in conference, and that's all our focus is this week, is beating Mayville.
I know you say that's all your focus. There's another thing going on this weekend.
Yeah.
Coach Takir, MD, and you guys have reached out and made it a special weekend. Talk a little bit about that, the family down in Nebraska that you guys are going to be helping out with the donation and then supporting by dedicating this weekend's effort.
Yeah, we're so excited about this weekend. I didn't know a lot about Duchenne muscular dystrophy, before I met a friend of mine who's actually a math professor back at Doane, and our friends, our boys, we're around the same age, so they played baseball together and stuff like that. And we played in his nephews. He organizes his golf tournament each year, for his three nephews. Mm-hmm. And this disease affects 1 out of every 5,000 boys. And so it's a fatal disease. That they're working real hard to find a cure on. And this family has 3 boys. In the same household under the same roof. So you can just imagine, how difficult it has been on their family. But credit to their mom and dad, Jason and Betty Burton, on just being true warriors. Kind of funny, we're Waldorf, but man, they're the warriors. And the 3 boys, Charlie, Rowan, and Max, just energetic, fun kids, hopefully this thing, hopefully people keep donating money so they can keep finding a way to cure this, this nasty disease. So we're excited, and we're playing for them this week. We got stuff out on, all over social media, to news stations. We're trying to make a big push. One thing with the Coach to Cure MD, they want this week to be all about pushing, Duchenne muscular dystrophy, and we're doing it. Our media, our marketing department, all of our coaches, we're just hitting. I think this morning it already had 2,000 hits on Facebook, and so here we are. Our team doesn't know this family, I know the boys just in passing when I played at the golf tournament, and so, but it's not about who we know, it's about doing things for, just doing the right thing. And I think, our kids, the neatest thing about it is when I read the statistics on this disease to our kids, you could just see their jaws drop, and, try to imagine yourself as a mother or father, and having to deal with that. And so it's not easy. And then, the kids, special boys, and being a father, I don't know, I don't think anything prepares you for that. And so our kids are going to play hard for those boys this week, and they made a cool video, and and talk to the kids, and the kids had a blast doing it. Some of them definitely don't have a career in movie making, but they did a great job. I'm super proud of them, and their heart's in a good place. Our team's heart's in a good place, with this family as we we're going to support them, and we are going to support them. July 13th, there's a golf tournament back in Crete, Nebraska. Some of our players, our coaches, we're going to go down there, and we're going to donate a $1,000 check to the family. I know that's not a lot, but it's a lot for us. But it's what we can do to help out. And you know, if Doane football's ever watching this video, I challenge you guys to match it. You know, back there in Crete, Nebraska. So Coach Bessler opened up the checkbook. So, no, Coach, good friend of mine. So, but yeah, so we're really excited to play for these boys this weekend.
I appreciate it, Coach. I want to remind you fans, the team kicks off 2 o'clock on Saturday over in Mayville, North Dakota, and then back home next weekend to host another conference game. We're in the midst of the conference race. The Warriors currently in first place. Let's cheer them on and keep them on top of the league. Appreciate it, Coach. Good luck. Have a safe trip and come back with a happy win.
Hey, go Warriors.